on YouTube world? We are KRT LYFE, KRT LYFE with a Y. And right now we are in the woods, and it took us quite some time to get here, didn't it?
Yeah.
4 hours.
And that is because
We forgot a lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
Exactly. So we don't want you to make this mistake. So lovely wife, Sister Cat right here, my brother Mitch is right here. We're going to explain to you 5 things that you will turn back around and go home and get if you're going on a camping trip.
Yes.
Coming up right now. All right, y'all, we are going to show y'all the 5 things that we needed so bad that we actually turned around and went back home to get these things, even though we already left. How long did it, okay, first of all, how long was that trip supposed to take?
5.5 hours for us to get there.
5.
How long did it actually take?
9.
And the reason why it took us 9 was because we kept circling back to get these items on the table right here. So where did it start?
It started with me. Started with me.
What happened? Tell everybody what happened.
So we're loading up the truck, and I look at Reza, and I was like, he has on pants. I had on just shorts.
Going camping.
Going camping. And I thought to myself, do I have pants? I did not. So I had to go back home to get pants.
So that was number 1.
That was 1.
Pants are good. Now, what made you decide to get pants though?
Well, you know, we're out in the woods, we're out in the wilderness. I don't want my legs to be exposed,
Right.
you know, to the elements, to bugs. You know, you want to be covered. You know, we went hiking a little bit this morning. We went on a little recon this morning. There's no way I would have been comfortable walking through this dense vegetation, even though it was a little trail, without some pants.
Without shorts on.
Yeah.
I mean, without pants
Yeah.
on, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, wearing the appropriate clothes is very important, and knowing your geographic location and where you're going to and dressing appropriately. So
Pre-plan.
Pre-planned. So we absolutely had to turn around to go get some pants for this guy right here. I wasn't gonna come down here without any pants on because I'm prone to mosquito bites. So yeah. So what was
Back on the road after that.
Oh yeah, so
Yep.
we got on the road.
So we got on the road, yeah.
And then we turned around again. And why did we turn around the next time?
So the next time was it the radios or was it the keys the next time?
It was the keys.
Keys. So extra keys. Having the things and the equipment that you need, and I guess like the importance of a proper and thorough checklist is pretty paramount.
So extra key was for the truck.
Yes. And we had a checklist, but there were things that we missed off the checklist. And extra keys is very important. So why would you want to have extra keys for a vehicle?
You break down or you get locked out. Yep. And we've definitely locked the keys to my truck, in my truck.
Before.
That was in another KRT LYFE
Video.
So, you know, it's just a good habit, you know, to have an extra key, you know, just in general, even if you're not going camping, just, you know, you want to give, you know, your family, you know, or a loved one or somebody you trust an extra key to your car. So, you don't have to call AAA or a locksmith.
Yeah, it's very important, especially if you're 500 miles away from home. You might want to have an
middle of
extra key
nowhere.
with you just in case.
Yep.
But you know what I just thought about? I don't understand why those rental companies, they give you an extra key, but then they're binded to the same thing, and then you can't put
take
them
them off.
loose. Like,
I
what-
always had that question too. I'm
They're
like,
like,
what's the point?
What's the point?
What is the point of that? I don't know. We digress a little bit.
Yep.
So, okay, moving on to the next item that we literally turned around and went back
So,
to Atlanta for.
The next
was it?
item was radios.
Ah.
So the radios were not on our list, but because we're traveling in 2 cars and we testing it out to go off grid, the radios are essential for you to communicate with each other, either between 2 cars or if one goes somewhere in the woods and the one staying in camp, you want to make sure you have a very good connection, and cell phones are not
Always reliable.
not always reliable in this case. So that was not planned, but definitely needed item, must have.
Must have.
Must have.
Like you said, the key
Comms.
word there is comms, going off grid in 2 separate vehicles. It's great to have radios. Number one, it's fun when you have radios because you can sit there and like talk to each other. It's way easier for the driver because you don't have to worry about fumbling around with a cell phone. Use your little push to talk. You say blah, 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 whatever you got to say. Hang up the phone. There you go. You're done with your communication. So Communications devices. Got to have them, very important, and we turned around for them. So the next item was...
That one after these, we were like, okay, this is it.
This is it. We're not turning around again.
We're not turning around for anything else.
And as we were about to pass the exit, that we turned around 3 times before on, I was like, wait, did we grab a knife? And that was a really quick exit.
I had a shovel that was a knife.
That was it. We had no knife. So that is a definitely must have. Like, absolutely have to have that.
And what kind of knife, sis?
So we have Reza's camping knife.
Yes. So you can't just have any kind of knife when you go on these types of trips. You have to have a knife that can be a multi-use tool.
Yes.
You know, and this right here is my Rat 7 blade. It's made by a company called, God, I can't remember the name of this company, but it's a RAT7, and it is an excellent medium high carbon blade. It's very, very durable, and you can use this thing for a lot of things, like slicing tomatoes, slicing up a fish if you catch some fish or some wild game or whatever that you're hunting, and cutting paracord, like chopping wood. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of uses for a knife, so you really need to have a knife, and you need to have a really good knife. You don't want to just take a kitchen blade or something like that. And you can use a multi-tool, but a multi-tool ain't gonna take a tree down like this.
No, but we try to also minimize the amount of things that we take, so we try to get one good knife that can be used for anything and everything we need, and that is definitely proper knife for it.
So if this knife is still available for sale, I'm going to put it in the description below and put a link in the YouTube comments, so you can not the comments, the descriptions, so you can go on Amazon and buy this knife right here. So we absolutely had to have this knife. And you're a knife person, right?
Yep.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
You like blades a little bit. Is there anything important you want to tell them about knives while we're on the topic of blades?
Blades.
Have a good utility knife. It could be all in one, like the Rat 7. You know, where it can serve as utility purposes as well as culinary purposes. But you know, if you can, also carry something maybe that's just strictly utility. You know, and defensive. You know, because you may use it in a utility application and not want to necessarily use it for culinary stuff. But other than that, just make sure good sharp edge that can be resharpened. That's very important.
Yes.
When you're
serrated edges, stay away from them, or we love them. Do we love serrated edges? I don't know.
Not complete serration, right?
Okay.
Not like on a steak knife, but maybe if a part of the blade is serrated, you know, like a third or quarter of that blade close to the hilt is serrated, that's good. But make sure that you can sharpen that edge out in the field, you know, that it'll take what we call take an edge. You can, because this comes with a whetstone, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, a whetstone, dry stone, so that you can sharpen it in the field, that's real important. Make sure that it's a good high grade steel that doesn't corrode, you know. Other than that,
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
He likes edge weapons just a little bit. Just a tad bit. Okay, so what else did we forget that we absolutely needed?
After this one, we got the knife, we got back on the road, and Reza goes, I'm going to put all the way in the left-hand lane so we cannot get off the exit anymore. And we did. So the last thing we forgot, we didn't realize it till we already got to the camp and we started the fire, was the tongs. These are not a proper tongs. These are something that we use for a different purpose, but we need a proper grill tongs. Either you need to, move the firewood, or if you're cooking, you need to flip something. And that was the last thing that we forgot. I was trying to find one yesterday, but it got dark and none of the stores close by had it. So today, we're going to be on the mission to find a proper grill tongs.
Yep.
But if you don't have proper grill tongs, fret not, because right off of camera over there is the pot holders.
That's one of the things
Adapt
I
and overcome.
thought of,
Yep.
because we're going to be cooking on cast iron, and I thought this is a great addition. So we got these, I don't remember to what they go as far as the temperature-wise, but these are like a fire glove. So I grabbed the burning wood yesterday. You can't really hold it sitting there for 5 minutes, but it's enough for you to move it if you have to.
Yeah.
And grab cast iron or anything like this. And I've seen people talk about these, or if you want to get just regular welding gloves. Same thing.
Same thing.
These saved us yesterday.
Yes. So you got to adapt and overcome when you're in the wilderness. I guess that's kind of obvious and goes without saying. We are KRT Life, KRT Life with a Y. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. This is our first go at camping, and we've been having a blast so far.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, technically, well, no, this is our first real go at camping.
It is.
Yeah,
This is it.
yeah, and we've been having a really, really good time. It's really awesome. If you want to get out there in the woods and you don't know anything about camping, no problem. Just watch our YouTube videos and learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, of course, just, comment below and we'll do our best to answer everything.
All right, y'all. We are out of here. Peace.
Cool. Any thumbnail?
That was awesome.
I want to see it.
That'd be like straight up video.
That was dope.